This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, Jatin, I think we are good to start. Okay,
Sure.
so let's go to the incident. Let's try to create a new and let's try to see the life cycle of it. Some of the fields, as we have already talked about, I'll just do a recap of it. So we have
Sure.
seen incident number, caller. I'll select one of the user who has a location, as in if he
Yeah.
has the location in his user profile, we know it gets auto-populated in the location.
Yep.
So I did that one. These fields we had talked about. Now let's
Yep.
start with these two fields. Now,
Yep.
the moment you click on create new, these two fields get auto-populated.
Okay.
The first one is opened by, that is the person who is trying to create the ticket is the opened by, and open is obviously the timestamp.
Yeah.
So as we were talking about yesterday, it could be possible that the opened by person is different than the caller, correct? Like in this case, if you can
Yep.
see caller, I'm saying Abel Tutor, but the opened by is myself over here in this case.
Yep. Yep.
So it depends, obviously, opened by is who is creating the issue, opened is, and the caller is what? Caller is the person who is impacted.
Yeah.
Correct. Open takes the timestamp, the date and time when the record is created, that is picked up in the open. So open and open by is just to let the system know what time and which person did
Yeah.
create this particular record is sitting over there. In the
Yeah.
contact type, the caller is saying his or her preferable mode of communication. If I'm a caller, I may
Yeah.
prefer to get communicated via a phone call. I may prefer communicating by maybe a call or whatever may be your preference. We need to put in that over there in that case, correct? Whatever
Yeah.
is your preferable mode.
Yeah.
Now, state assignment group assigned to. Will the end user be aware about it? Obviously, no.
No.
If I'm an end user, it is not necessary for me that to know what is the relevance of state, and obviously state will be anyway worked at a later stage. So leaving that for now.
Yeah.
Assignment group is the group which will work on the ticket. So again, caller may or may not know that. So I'm
Yeah.
skipping that for the
Yeah.
time being.
Yeah.
And next is your assignment group and assigned to our team as well as the person in that team who will work on your ticket.
Yeah.
Okay. So leaving that for now, and now I'm going ahead to prepare a ticket. So let's say I say my not working. And as I said in the description, I'm going to give more overview of it. When a person is done with the creation and all, he or she will be clicking on submit for that
Yes.
record to get created over here, for that record to get submitted over here in this case.
Yeah.
So let me do that. So when I submit the record, as I told, now the moment you do submit, ServiceNow takes you, that's the default behavior of the tool. It takes you to the list view of the
List. Yeah.
incidents
Yeah.
which you have a visibility to see.
Yeah.
So as per my profile, what all tickets I'm able to see, it will direct me to that particular screen. Okay? Now that's
Yeah.
that. The next thing which we need to understand over here in this case is what will happen at this time. A caller reported the issue. He didn't
Yeah.
know obviously who the technician is supposed to be. So he
Mm.
left that part empty. Then what is he
Mm.
going to do? His work is now done. Now,
Yes.
it needs to be assigned to a team.
Yep.
Who will do that? How can that be decided? Any idea on that?
It should be automatic, right? Like depending upon means it depends on the workflow or how the assignment is actually done, or depends on
So
the
how can that be
catalog.
decided? Like for
Uh,
example,
yeah, depends on the category, subcategory, and the
perfect.
catalog. Yeah.
So catalog is there in the service catalog, correct? Over
Yeah.
here, you have category, subcategory. So what happens is, uh, there can be two ways in which your organization can handle the assignment group.
Mm.
One way is your company will say, okay, let's have a rule decided. The teams will set upon, they will decide that, okay, this category, subcategory combination should get assigned to X team, this category, subcategory combination should get assigned to Y team, so on and so forth.
Mm. Mm.
That is one way of handling.
Yeah.
So for that, as a developer, let's say I get the mapping. Yeah, I will go ahead. I'll write a script and do the needful. So how to do the scripting? Obviously, we will cover that as part of our course. But
Yeah.
yeah, for the time being, we need to understand that one way of getting it calculated is an automated process.
Hmm.
We have a fixed set of rules that, okay, this combination should go to this group.
Yeah.
That can be one way of handling. Other way could be that we will have a support team in-house. What will that support team do?
Hmm.
The support team will do nothing but their responsibility. It will be to go ahead and to check the same thing, the category, subcategory value they check, and they do the assignment manually, because sometimes there could be exceptions. Sometimes there could be that a caller didn't know the category, subcategory properly, and he or she gave the
Hmm.
wrong value.
Hmm. Hmm.
So some companies feel, no, let's not automate it because the automation can go wrong at certain point in time. Let's better write a logic in there. So it totally depends on the organization to organization. That may vary.
Yeah.
Okay? So that's that. So now let's say in this case, obviously, as we see, okay, assignment group didn't get populated, means surely the manual intervention is required. Correct.
Yeah.
So let's handle that way in this case. I will come up over here in this case as a support person. When I say
Hmm.
support person, he has to do nothing with, let's say, hardware or software team.
Yeah.
Correct. He's just a regular technician who has a sheet or information of certain kind where, yeah, he knows that, okay, this combination should go to this particular team or stuffs like that.
Hmm.
Okay, so the person will come up over here in this case. Let's say he analyzed and suppose he felt that, acha, theek hai, this one is a laptop issue, so it should go to the hardware team. So he'll go in
Hmm.
here
Yeah.
and put the assignment group as hardware. What type of field is assignment group again over here?
Um. Yeah. It is the hardware assignment group. It
What type of
depends
field
on.
in ServiceNow terminology? What is the type of the field called? When we see a magnifying glass in there, the type of field is
Okay.
what you recollect?
It's, yeah. Reference field.
Perfect.
Yeah. Yeah.
Reference field. That is, that field, as we know, has a behavior that it will
Yep.
not accept string data. Rather, it will pick up the data from certain table.
Yeah.
Correct. So that's that. Now, the next thing which we want to do in here is the person. If I'm support team, I'm not part of hardware that I know who in that team is available right now. Correct.
Yeah.
The support team will not decide the assign to. So then the support team will just go in here and update
Yeah.
the record,
Yeah.
saying that, okay, the ticket needs to get assigned to the hardware team. They did that.
Hmm.
What will happen at this particular point in time? So out of the box, ServiceNow has written a logic in this case that, okay, at this particular point in time, when a ticket is assigned to a group, email will be triggered to the group members.
Yeah.
What will be the email about? Email will be about that, okay, so and so ticket has been allocated to your queue and you
Hmm.
need to do the needful action.
Yeah.
Correct?
Yeah.
Obviously, in that case, what will happen? Let's say, suppose, for example, if you are the hardware team manager, either you will allocate the ticket to the correct member because, yeah, you are the manager, so you know which person is available and whatnot. Or one of the team members will do the allocation themselves on their own, correct? It
Yeah.
depends
Yeah.
how the process may be, and it doesn't cause any harm. Like, even if I am a member of hardware, I'm not the manager. Even if I pull it up the ticket, yeah, it's better only that way.
Yeah.
Correct. So out of the box, email is already written to trigger
Yeah.
it out.
Yeah.
So email is certainly going in there. Now, when the email is going, let's say one of the person comes up over here. Till now, if you will see the incident in here, can you see till now there is
Hmm.
no change in the state of the ticket? Can you notice that?
Yes. Yes.
The incident state is sitting as it is, correct?
Yes.
We don't see any change till now. We don't see any state change. It means, for example, over here in this case, the state was new and it is always sitting in new. Means there is something extra for the ticket state to be changed.
Yes.
So what ServiceNow says, again, that is out of the box behavior. Your team can have certain other extra time over there to change, to alter
Hmm.
it. It is totally
Yeah.
yeah. Now, the next thing which we want to do over here in this case is when the ticket needs to be assigned to someone, the person or manager came here,
Yeah.
went in here and select the assigned to. What type of field is
Hmm.
again the assigned to? Reference.
Reference. Yes.
In this case, will it show all the users?
No, it
How
is
the
only
behavior
show.
should be?
Uh, it should be based on whatever the users are already set in that particular reference.
So can I say in this case, it should only show me members of that given group?
Yes, it should show only the members of the hardware group.
Correct? That is whatever is the assignment group in there, the members
Yeah,
of that group should apply. So if I go in
yeah,
here the list of the users will be quite less, and that's the
yeah,
reasoning behind it.
yeah.
So the next thing over here in this case is what? When I'm going in here, I'll select one of the users. Now, every time when I'm clicking on update or submit, whatever I was clicking on, it
Mm.
always takes you where? To the list view of records.
Yes,
Like in this case, if I want to continue working on this, I'll do a right click and click on save.
yeah,
And give me
yeah,
one second, I'll grab water and come back. Sorry, I'm having cold. Give me 1 second, I'll be back.
yeah, no problem.
This conference will now be recorded.
Sorry, Chaitanya, I'm having cold today, so that's I'm sneezing. Okay, take it.
Oh,
So
no.
coming back in here, I
Yeah,
go in here and I update, correct? As I said,
yeah,
if I do a save, the benefit is it still keeps me on the same page.
you're on the same
So
page.
that is
Yes.
also doing a save of the data, update of the data, I can say in a way, but it's keeping on the same page. That's the benefit of save. Like on any record, across the instance on each and every table, each and every application, you will see this button, right
Mm.
click, save.
Yeah,
When I did so, now at this time, when I populated the assigned to, then when you see the state has been changed,
yeah,
means it looks like a logic is written that assigned to population will make the state of the incident as active.
yeah,
What does that refer to? We are doing so because in this case, when the assigned to is populated, what is happening in that case? When the assigned to is populated, now this particular person, the assigned to person, is responsible for providing the solution.
yeah,
This particular person becomes responsible or accountable for the ticket. So that's why the needful.
yeah,
Okay, so that's the reasoning because of which we are saying, okay, let's make the ticket active, because yeah, now this person can be asked for the update of the ticket, how is the finding going on and whatnot.
yes.
Now, when the ticket is assigned to a particular person, what will the person do? When he finds the fix of it, what shall he do? Will he close the ticket? What will he do?
No, 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 he should resolve the ticket because he can't close the ticket. Yeah, a closing should be done by the end user, provided that it is
Perfect.
actually.
Why
Yeah,
so? Why is it configured that way? Yeah, you're correct on that. That yeah, it is configured that way. But
yeah,
do you know the
because
reasoning behind that?
yeah, this because I can only resolve the ticket, indicating that if I am the support person, I can only I can't confirm whether the issue is actually really fixed unless until the end user
Perfect.
who reported the issue fixed the uh, confirmed it.
Correct. That is, we are saying over here in this case, the person who reported the issue is the correct person to say, okay, 100% the issue is fixed or not.
Yeah,
He or she knows what is the replication step. Is he okay with the solution provided or whatnot?
yeah,
So that's why we are saying the person who created the ticket, the caller of the ticket, he or
mm,
she will be able to close the ticket.
yeah,
Not the open by, but the caller.
yeah,
Okay. So a caller can close the ticket, but technician, when he or she is done with the solutioning, he or she will go ahead and resolve the ticket.
yeah,
Okay. So let's see. Now, I'll do resolve in a minute. Before that, I want to go here and talk about some other fields. If you see
yeah,
over here, there are tabs on the form.
yes,
What are these tabs called? In ServiceNow, the technical term of these tabs are, these are called section in ServiceNow.
sections. Okay.
Like in this case, notes is a section, related record is a section, and likewise closer information. Why are sections created? Are they showing data of another table? Any
Yeah.
idea on that?
Sorry, can you come again?
So my question is, these sections
Mm.
over here, are
Mm.
they showing you data of the same table or of another table?
No, it should be from a different table which is linked to this incident because it's like
So
a
that is
with the yeah.
That is related list, correct? That is
Yeah.
getting displayed at the bottom of the screen,
Yeah.
correct? But if you see right now, this is not at the bottom of it. I just scrolled a little down, like the one which you are referring to
Okay. Okay.
is
Yeah.
here,
Yeah.
these ones.
Yeah.
So these are called related list because these are showing data of another table.
Table. Okay.
And why are they showing the data over there? They are only showing data of such tables and such records in that table which are somehow associated with the current table, correct you said.
Yeah.
But on the top of the tabs which are coming up, they are called sections, and sections always show you data of the current table only.
Yeah.
That is, these tabs are showing you data of the current table only.
Okay. Mm.
So then why have we created a different section of it? Just to make the UI look simpler. That's it.
Mm. Okay. Got it.
If we show one by one all the fields, the form will be too lengthy now for the person
Yeah.
to go ahead and search the field and work upon it. That's why.
Yeah.
Now, if you see in the notes section, let's start with these two fields, work notes and additional comments. Do you know the
Mm.
meaning or the purpose of these two?
Yeah. One is the work notes is internal between among the support people. Work
Mhm.
notes and additional comments if you want to see, like if you want the end user to actually react or can visible, so that's the customer visible, so that means the end user can see those notes.
And what are these type of fields called? Like, are they regular string field or do they have associated behavior a little different?
uh, this is like a multi-line field, so
Hmm.
you can actually like you can actually write it will accept multiple lines. Is it what the question was, like what is
Yeah, yeah,
this
yeah.
field?
What type of field it is? Like, that is my question. So if I show you the behavior, I think you surely know it, but just you don't know
Yeah.
the term. Like, that's what I feel at least. So
Yeah.
let
Yeah.
me give some value here. Let's say type in this, over here
Mm,
this. I'm just trying to show you the behavior of these two fields now.
mm,
When I'm
mm.
going in here, I have typed in the value. Let's save the data.
Yep.
So I'll go in here, save. Just updated the data, nothing rocket science I've done.
Yeah. Yeah.
When I go down, can you see in the notes, the data is no longer sitting there.
Yes.
If I
Mm.
compare that with description, that was also multi-line, but the description contains the data inside it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whatever you type in description sits in the description.
Yeah.
But whatever I'm typing in the additional comments and work notes, it never retains it there.
Yeah.
So how are these two fields different? Have you? I think you would have surely used it because, yeah, as you said, that
Yeah.
incident application,
This. Yeah. Like it is like a journal entry because it will maintain activity log.
Correct.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
the type of such fields are, if tomorrow in a new application, I have to create a
Mm.
similar behavior field, then the
Mm.
type of such fields are journal. Correct. Perfect on that.
Yeah.
So over here in this case, work notes and additional comments are journal field. What is the behavior of such field? What do they do?
So they basically like it is more of like you write to write some notes or observations or
Uh-huh.
yeah, so it's basically like updating the ticket on what is this, like what is the agent or
So
the
where does it
service.
pass on the data? Like when I gave in the data in here, why am I not able to see that? Where will that
Yeah,
be
because
passed over?
it goes to the activity to actually see the like an activity
Perfect.
log. Yeah.
You know the system very well. So hats off on that.
Yeah. No, no, actually, like because I observe it.
Uh,
So yeah.
no, perfect. So you can appreciate yourself for that for sure. So if you see in the activity, yeah, it says who entered, which
Mm,
field, what timestamp, and what value. So such
mm,
kind of fields, correct? You said such kind of fields are used for what? They are used for the communication purposes.
yeah.
These fields in here, we will use it for what? For communication, for the people to be able to communicate.
Mm,
Like for example, let's say I have, suppose I am a technician, as you said, work notice for the technicians to communicate. Let's say I'm
yeah.
a technician A. I started my work, and okay, maybe I'm going on leave or something. So in that
Yeah.
case, if it was a regular string field, the work notes, whatever my finding was, I had to document it and whatnot, the entire chat or communication which I had done or whatever findings I had done, I would have to remember it and document it and pass it over to the other technician.
mm,
But
mm,
today, when we have work notes field as a journal field, whatever technical communication has happened on the
yeah,
basis of the work notes, everything is visible in the
mm,
activity.
yes, yes,
We can see the findings. Similar is the case even in the additional comments also.
yeah.
So why we needed two fields then?
Because they can be certain communication which is like which is more of internal discussion what's happening between two different support people or the support
Uh,
person and the support lead. So the work notes can actually be, so some of the things might not be is like need not be shown to the end user because it doesn't make sense. It can be a technical updates what they can actually
uh,
make. Yeah, so that's the reason to make it simple. So we have two fields to just to differentiate what needs to be updated to the end user versus what needs to be communicated
yeah,
among
yeah,
the group.
correct.
Yeah.
Because, for example, let's say, suppose I am a ServiceNow developer in this case, and suppose the ticket is belonging to ServiceNow. I
Mm,
want to say to the other technician, Acha, in the script A, this line is causing the trouble because the commit is not written, or whatever it may be, like something technical
mm,
I'm trying to say.
mm, mm, mm,
So if I'm giving technical description in the additional comments, let's say if we would have had only one field, and
mm,
that's the field which technician and end user would have used for communication, end user will always panic. Acha, why is that script not meant to be there, and why did the technician cause such kind of mess? Because to the end user, a person who doesn't know technical stuff, everything is a big haphazard kind of thing. People
mm,
panic and all
yeah,
because
yeah,
they don't know the impact, they don't know the severity or the criticality of it.
yeah, yeah,
So that's why, to avoid confusion like that, to let end users not see the technical discussion going on, technical aspect of the issue. To the end user, we always say, Acha, this issue will be fixed, let's say in this release, in this
yeah,
change and stuff like that. We don't want to just say them, okay, script A at line number 2 is not working because, yeah, they don't want to go into that depth. And it doesn't even make sense to them because they are not the technical expert. They are just the end users using your tool, whatever the tool it may be.
yeah.
Okay, so that's why we have classified. So additional comments field plus the activity of additional comments will be visible to the end user. When I say end user, means caller, opened by, and people
Yeah,
like that. But
yeah,
only assignment group, all the members, not only the assigned to, but assignment group, all the members will
mm,
be able to see your work notes
yeah,
as well as the work notes communication.
yeah, yeah,
And obviously, we are admins, so we are the super users. So we
yeah,
don't have any restriction anytime. We are able to see every communication happening on the ticket.
yeah.
Okay, so that's that. Now, what is the use of watch list here and work notes list? What are these for?
Mm. Watch list is more for like if I want to actually like watch this section, so
Uh,
probably that would actually like I can list down some of the it actually basically
so why is
allows
it
multiple.
required?
Yeah, it allows multiple users to subscribe. It's like a kind of a notification
Correct.
on an incident or a task. So that is like a more of a watch list, so that if any updates are made to that particular incident, so we'll receive, like if I subscribe it, if I
Uh,
subscribe to that watch list, or if I'm included in that watch list, I can get a copy of the activity related to that particular incident in via email.
Ajay, tell me one thing. So if
Yeah,
I ignore watch list just for a minute, if I talk
yeah,
about right now, in this case, if I scroll a little up,
yeah.
who all will be able to see this incident right now? Can
As
you
of
help me with that?
now, yeah, as
Will
of now, it
everyone,
will.
like let's say, just
Yeah,
one query there. Let's say you are also end user, you are not technical expert of any department, I am
yeah,
not technical expert of any
yeah,
department. So
yeah.
should I be allowed to see your incident, or should you be allowed to see my incident, so on and so forth?
No, no,
So can I
no.
say a person specific should only be able to see his or her own incidents? Can I make that statement?
A person who is specific can actually allow to see his incidents from an end user perspective.
From
Uh,
end user perspective. So like
yeah,
in this case, like in this example, in this incident in specific, can you help me in understanding who all will be able to see this incident right now?
as long as I know that incident number, means if I can actually access service now. But yeah, I can see my list of all things. Yeah, so
belonging to
usually
you.
it will be the end user who can see my tickets or like what I've raised when I log into ServiceNow. So if
Yes,
you actually, yeah, so it will be more of myself should be seeing my incidents and you should be seeing your incidents.
so in this example, in this incident,
Hmm.
can you specify who all can see the incident in this example for this incident
Uh,
and specific?
Specific is able to like tutor the
Tutor?
caller.
And
Yeah, so then the assignment, the others test, and also the assignment group of hardware, all the agents will be
all
able
the
to see that.
members.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then the
Anyone else?
system administrator will anyway will see that, and also
Mhm.
any people, if you have subscribed to this watch list, so
No,
probably
let's skip
those.
the subscribe just for a minute.
Okay,
Let's skip that.
yeah,
We'll come to that. So right
yeah,
now, can I say, if I generalize the statement, can I say the caller should be able to see the ticket, correct?
yeah, yeah,
Because he
yeah,
is facing the issue. It was his
yeah,
issue at the first point. Opened
yeah.
by person. Will he be able to see the ticket?
Yes, because he opened it,
Because the
and
person created the
yeah,
ticket, correct?
yeah,
Plus
yeah,
the assignment group, obviously, yeah, the assignment group, all the members, because they are the technicians. So, like for example, if I'm new to the organization, my manager may want to see that as
yeah,
a hardware team member, am I analyzing up to the mark of the team or not?
yeah.
So yeah, that's why everyone in the technical group, the assignment group, everyone will be able to see that. In this case, let's see a scenario. Just I'm trying to make you understand watch list. You may know
Sure.
that, but I feel I should tell you that. So let's
Mm,
say you are an end user. Okay.
mm,
You were facing issue. You were not able to log in. So yeah, you requested for an incident.
yeah,
When the incident was, you were, and because your laptop was broken, obviously you were not able to create the ticket on your own.
yeah, yeah,
You called the help desk, support desk, and they create the ticket for you. So in
yeah.
this case, if you get your laptop access, yeah, you will be able to see the incident. Because the
Mm,
incident is about your laptop crash,
mm,
obviously you cannot see the ticket.
yeah,
Right? Now, let's go a little further. In this case, after, let's say 2 3 days it has been and you don't have any update on your ticket.
yeah,
Your work is getting impacted.
yeah,
You have your own committed deliverables and whatnot. Now,
yeah,
in this case, you don't know which agent attended my call, and every time to call a agent desk, keep on waiting for them to respond and blah blah. It is
yeah,
really an overwhelming activity.
yeah,
You would have preferred if you were able to add your colleague, your manager, or someone whom you trust, whom you
mm,
are
mm,
familiar with, and stuff like that. If they were also able to see your tickets update, so
yeah,
that they can help you on behalf of it.
yeah,
Right? At least you can go to their desk and ask them, "Acha, theek hai, can you check it out? What's going on with my ticket? I still don't have the update."
yeah,
Correct. So for that particular reasoning, what are we making use of? For that particular reasoning, we are making use of a concept called as your watch
what?
list.
No, yes.
We are saying our managers, our friend, like whosoever we want to put it, as you said, subscribed. That is,
Mm,
even though they are not associated with the ticket, even though the ticket is actually not there into their bucket,
yeah,
but still, if we want them to have a look into the ticket, if we want the person to have ability to see the ticket, yeah, we need to add their name in the watch list.
mm,
Now, let's see the watch list behavior.
yeah,
So when I go in here, I need to click on the lock.
yeah,
When I do that, you can go in here through the magnifying glass, and again it picks
yeah,
up the users view. So whichever user you want to select, yeah, you can click on it.
yeah,
If I click on it again, it gives you another user.
mm,
If you remember reference, you can only select one user, correct? In your
yeah,
caller, in your assigned to
yeah,
it stuff. But
yeah,
here, if you see, you can select list of record. So again, such type of field technically is called
mm,
list field.
let's feel. Okay.
So this is also pulling the data from the
Yeah,
table, from a particular table, whatever the background is given in the backend. But
yeah,
yeah, the extra benefit which we are getting in here is that yeah, it will pick up the data from another table. Plus, on top of it,
mm,
it lets you select multiple data. That's why the
yeah,
type of such fields are called list.
yeah,
That's how it is different from the other reference.
okay.
Okay. Now,
Yeah.
there already watch list is there. Then what was the need of work notes list?
Uh, Work notes. your work notes list. It's
Uh,
more of subscribing to the work notes, like just trying to understand the work notes. If I want to subscribe to the work notes,
uh.
so probably that list is actually is there. So I never used it, so probably I'm just guessing it. Yeah.
So what happens in this case is,
Mm.
at any given point in time, let's say I want to go in here and I want to say to the people what? I want to say
Yeah.
to the people that, okay, whenever the work notes is changing, we want some people to be notified, some people the email should go to. So
Okay.
those people name, I'll add it in the work notes list. So watch
Okay.
list people will be notified when any update happens on the ticket level, but
Okay.
not when the work notes get updated. Because
Got
watch
it.
list people are a kind of replica of the end user.
Yeah.
They're just the callers, the colleague, callers, friend, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But work notes people, generally it can be, as I was saying, that let's say if you are a new joiner to my support team and I want to say, okay, how is this particular resource performing? How is he making the update and whatnot? I will add your name in the work notes list.
Yeah.
So when I add your name in the work notes list, you will be notified whenever the work notes field in the record changes.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's that. So work notes field on work notes change, watch list whenever the rest of the field changes. Nothing technical
Mm.
there in the watch list, but yeah, the work notes
Mm.
is on the technical ground. Okay, so that's
Yeah.
that.
Sure.
Now the next thing which we want to do over here in this case is what? Is now let's work upon the resolution. When we have seen these fields and the behaviors, now let's go towards the resolution. So when obviously the ticket is fixed, we'll click on resolve incident.
Yeah.
When resolving the ticket, certain fields are mandatory. So yeah, your tool will highlight those for you. Like if you can see, when I clicked on it, it's doing nothing. Rather,
Yeah. Yeah.
if I go here, it says additional comments. Comments are required while resolving a ticket.
Yeah.
Means for sure, I have to fill in the comments
Yeah.
because obviously, what was comments for the technical communication, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I have to let. Sorry, additional comment was for the end user communication. My bad. So I have to let the end user know, "Acha, what have I done and what not." So I can
Mm.
say laptop, motherboard, anything like nothing. I in detail I'll say that this chip, this that, that much depth I'll not go to. But obviously it should not even sound a vague thing. So I'll give a little relatable description in there, and when done, I'm just going to again click on the resolve incident. When
Mm.
I do so, again system is saying a certain fields are mandatory. Again I need to fill in such fields.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where are those fields located? Let's have a look. It says close notes.
Yeah.
I scroll down, I don't see it anywhere, right?
Yeah.
Additional comment I had filled in.
Yeah.
If you scroll a little up, I'm taking to the section over here.
Mm.
If you see on my current screen, there are section. On
Yeah.
your current action, if
Mm.
certain section is containing the mandatory field which you need to fill
Mm.
in, that
Yeah.
section will show you star mark at the end of
Sure.
it.
Yeah.
Where can I see the star mark in this case? In your
Closure
closer
information.
information,
Yeah.
means there is where you need to go to fill in the info.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. Makes sense.
So let's go in here. The fields are contained. Whatever action the person has taken, obviously he'll give little technical and stuff. These two are for the
Mm.
technical reasoning of it and stuff. The technician will give that and resolve the ticket. So again, now I'll go and click on resolve. At this time, because I have filled in all the mandatory fields, system is again taking me to the list view. Now my incident is resolved. This time what will happen? This time
Yeah.
the email will be triggered to the caller.
Yeah.
Let the caller know, okay, your ticket has been resolved. Caller will go ahead, validate. When the caller is not okay with the solution, like when a caller, if I am the caller, when I open my incident, a
Mm.
incident which is resolved for me, I will be able to see two extra buttons in there. I think you would have seen that. One is reopen,
Yeah.
one is close.
Yeah. Yeah.
Reopen will again move it back to active. It will again send the email to the assignment group members that okay, that end user is not happy with the solution and whatever While making it reopen, end user has to give additional comment where he has to say, okay, why is he reopening?
Yeah.
What is still not fixed? Obviously, he has to give the elaboration of that.
Yeah.
So that's what is that. And next is close. Obviously, when the ticket is closed. Now, do you know the impact of close in ServiceNow?
Means
Like
when you
how
say,
does searching work? So how does searching work in ServiceNow in any application is? ServiceNow says if a, like for example, whenever you search for a record, it generally in across every application ServiceNow does that. It only shows you
active,
active data.
active, yes,
And
yeah,
active changes to false only when the state, like in incident, if I talk about for the time being,
yeah,
active changes to false when your ticket is closed.
yeah,
So as a must, we try to make the ticket as closed when it is done so that next time when the searching of the data happens, it doesn't do the searching on those inactive records.
yeah, got
So
it,
that the searching goes a little faster there.
yeah,
So it is to improve the instance performance. That's it. The data is still there. It's not getting
yeah,
deleted or
got
wiped
it,
out. We're
got it,
just saying that, acha, let's do it, handle it this way.
yeah,
Okay, so that's that. Now, you would have noticed many a time what caller does if I am an impacted person, I found the solution and I'm happy to sit like that.
mm,
I don't care about going ahead and closing my ticket
yeah,
because yeah, that's a human activity. When we are happy, we are happy. So
yeah,
obviously, if it is done that way, after a certain period of time, if n number of incidents are remaining in active state, as I said, searching generally
yes,
works on active
yeah,
true records. Search will get little
yeah,
impacted.
yeah,
So for that to be handled, ServiceNow is following again a ITIL practice. ITIL's best practice says if a ticket is in resolved state for more than 5 days, we assume that technicians are end user is happy with the solution and happy with the solution. That's why he didn't bother to update the ticket in last 5 days.
mm,
So that is
mm,
SLA decided by the ITIL process. Your company may increase or decrease the threshold.
yeah,
That
got
is
it,
a property in service now. We will see that. But yeah, if and when required, it can be worked upon to increase and decrease whenever it is required to do so.
okay,
Okay. So if your
yeah,
company wants to get it auto closed within 3 days, or let's say just some kind of change that is allowed to do.
yeah,
So next thing, so that is about the incident life cycle and whatnot. The next thing which we need to understand over here is now by this incident application in and out we have seen.
mm,
So across this, we have seen certain fields, certain behaviors, and whatnot. So now I want to move further to another application called problem.
yeah,
Let's see the definition of it.
yeah.
Can you go through it and let me know whatever you get from it?
Incident means some. Oh, so you're.
Pro- Problem, are you able to see?
Yeah, I can see that.
Okay. Let me know whatever you understand from there.
All right. So yeah. So problem management is basically root cause of the incident. So
Mhm.
and also yeah, it will try to prevent the incidents happening in the future,
Again.
like the same incidents are happening again. Yeah,
So tell me one thing. In what
yeah,
case will you convert your incidents to the problem? Like not every incident I'm going to convert into problem type. Otherwise,
no,
it's a
no,
redundant thing. So
yeah,
when will
yeah.
we ideally, when what is the perfect example to say, acha, in this case, an incident or multiple, whatever way you define, when will you
Yeah.
convert an incident to a problem record? What can be a
If
valid justification of it?
uh, if the incident is if the same incident um, is actually happening, like it's like a cause of how should I put it? So probably a single unplanned event or incidents which have on call, or probably a incident which is happening repeatedly, right? And we
Uh-huh,
close it, and then the incident comes back, and
uh-huh,
so that means there's an underlying problem to that particular issue which needs
uh-huh,
to which we need to do an root cause analysis. So that is where we record this as a problem statement or a problem
So
record.
can I say multiple incidents, just to tweak your
Yeah.
statement, and you are correct on that.
Mm.
Multiple incidents of the same kind, if and when getting created, there is where we may need to do the root cause analysis of it. So we are converting multiple incidents if created into a problem, and then the technician is going to work on the problem to record.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. You're right. Yeah.
Help me with one thing over here in this case. Who can understand which all incidents are related? Can an
Uh,
end user be 100% sure that, let's say, for example, you are facing issue, I'm facing issue. Can
mm.
we be 100% sure whether our incidents are related or not? Obviously,
No.
no.
No. End
We
user
may
can't.
guess. We may guess
Yeah.
it looks similar kind of thing, but we may not be 100% sure around that, correct?
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's why we are saying conversion of incident to the
Mm.
problem. Who should do? Only the technician. And it does
Only
make
this.
sense that way if I
Yeah.
define it, right?
Yeah.
Because end user is not a technical expert. End user is
Yes.
just a layman person in there, right?
Yeah.
So that's that. That is a conversion should only be allowed by a tech person.
Yeah.
So that's why the problem application visibility who will have, that's why the problem application visibility is only for the technicians.
Yeah.
Only a technician can do that.
Yes.
Okay.
Got it. Yeah.
So I'll not go very much in depth of it. How does it work? Tomorrow I'm not available. If you want day after tomorrow, we can have the class
Sure.
regularly.
Sure.
I want to take a day off tomorrow. So yeah, we'll catch up day
Yeah.
after and then we will do it.
No problem.
So day after the regular timing. Sorry for the trouble today.
No. 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 That's okay. Don't be sorry. That's okay.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Have a nice day. Good
Yes.
night.
Yeah.
Bye.
You too. Bye.